So a very good evening to one and all. As we recall the words by respected our youth icon leader, Swami Vivekananda ji, man is born to conquer nature and not to follow it. Another quote by him, take risk in your life. If you win, you can lead. If you lose, you can guide. These words still reverberates in the ears of every individual who wishes to overcome any difficulty with their fearless attitude. Commemorating these inspirational quotes on behalf of Amity University Greater Noida Campus, Book Club, I, Silki Sharma, Assistant Professor, Amity Business School, extend a very warm welcome to one and all on the occasion of National Youth Day, the birth anniversary of youth icon Swami Vivekananda ji. With huge round of applause, we welcome our most respected patronage, Group Vice Chancellor, Amity Universities and Director General, Professor Dr. Gurinder Singh sir. Also, I would like to extend a very warm welcome to our esteemed guest, famous international yoga exponent and author, Ms. Mansi Gulati. Please give a huge round of applause. Ms. Aditi Shrivastava, School of Science of Consciousness, Transcendental Meditation. Professor Dr. Saurabh Chaturvedi, NMIMS, Navi Mumbai. And also Ms. Monica Sharma, Principal DAV Public School, Pilakhua in Hapur. Also, I extend a very warm welcome to our respected President, Personnel and Registrar, Shri A.K. Chaudhary sir, Dean Management and Allied Programs, Brigadier Hardeep Singh Dhani sir, Dean Academics, Professor J.S. Jassi sir, our Central Library Head, Dr. Rohtash Singh, and Additional Librarian, Dr. Chiranji Lalji, all head of the departments, faculty members, dear students from Amity and other locations across Pan-India. Dear all, today we have assembled to celebrate the special occasion of the National Youth Day, Azadi ka 75th Amrit Mahotsav, and 159th birth anniversary of youth icon, followed by the author talk on miracles of face yoga by Ms. Mansi Gulati. In the year 1985, Government of India declared Swami Vivekananda's birthday, January 12, as National Youth Day, in the honor of the great philosopher and Indian monk. His teachings have changed our lives for good. A true karma yogi. He had full faith in changing the nation by reorienting the mindset of youth. He said, what I want is muscles of iron and nerves of steel, inside which dwells a mind of the same material as that of which the thunderbolt is made. Through these messages, he wished to instill these strong values into the youth. Now, before we move ahead, our respected Group Vice Chancellor, sir, he wanted to join this particular session, but due to his engagement in another session, he is not able to join with us, but has sent his warm wishes and warm welcome to all the esteemed guests who have joined us today. So I would request all the esteemed guests, Ms. Mansi Gulati, and all the three members to please join hands in raising the curtain of today's National Youth Day celebration. Swami Vivekananda ji. Please join hands and give a huge round of applause. Thank you so much, everyone. As we all know that this day, this youth icon was born as son of Shri Vishwanath Datta and Shrimati Bhuvneshwar Devi, and he was born in Calcutta. He became a great philosopher and key figure and introduced Indian darshanas, Vedanta, and yoga to the Western world. He was a major force in the contemporary Hindu reform movements in India and contributed to the concept of nationalism in colonial India. Swami Vivekananda founded the Ramakrishna Mission. His one of the powerful speech began with the words, "Sisters and Brothers of America," in which he introduced Hinduism at the Parliament of the World's Religions at Chicago in the year 1893. And who can forget that? You can hear that speech. It's available on YouTube. Let me just introduce our chief guest, our chief mentor of MIT Greater Noida campus, Professor Dr. Gurinder Singh sir, who is holding multiple positions in Amity as Group Vice Chancellor, Director General, Amity Group of Institutions, and Vice Chairman of Learning Excellence. He has an extensive experience of more than 27 years in institutional building, teaching, consultancy, research, and industry. He had a strong academic background, wherein he held a prestigious doctorate. Along with that, he illustriously topped with 7 merits. Also, he holds the distinction of being the youngest founder pro-vice chancellor of Amity for 2 terms consecutively. And not only this, he is the man behind establishing more than 25 campuses at international locations of Amity. And these are at prominent locations like London, US, Singapore, Mauritius, Russia, and so many. Under his leadership, we are honored to work at such a great leader who is not only known as a professor in the area of management and in the field of academics, but also as an institutional builder, writer, professor, distinguished academician, top-class trainer, international business expert, and the champion of the hearts of students. Now, moving further, for the most important session of the day by Ms. Mansi Gulati, let me allow to introduce her to all the participants. Dear all, Ms. Mansi is an international yoga exponent who has worked actively and campaigned for the novel concept of face yoga. She champions this concept as a natural exercise for the facial muscles and upper shoulders in addition to various other yoga exercises. Being the subject matter expert on face yoga, she has taken a number of sessions and trained a number of people across the world and is helping the people to learn the art of relaxation and rejuvenation through face and the entire body. She teaches how the face yoga asanas relieve tension in the face and neck, which is very important in today's, especially COVID time when everybody is working from home. She is practicing this particular art since the age of 9 years, and she takes pride in helping people in becoming more beautiful naturally. Ms. Mansi has conducted many yoga sessions and workshops over the past decade in Indian national media and at major Indian events. You can see that number of channels. These are listed here, right from Eros Now, Tata Sky, Fit Tak, Aaj Tak, Doordarshan, and News 24. Thousands of episodes have come and been streamlined through this multimedia. She has performed on India's biggest news channel, Zee TV, and conducted lessons. Also, she is teaching at Sarva, India's #1 yoga and wellness destination for holistic transformation of the mind and body from October 2020 till present. And she has taught face yoga to more than 1 lakh students of Sarva. So we are having such an eminent personality. Apart from this, she has keen interest in writing and publishing the books, wherein she has been honored by Vice President of India in the year 2018 for her book, Yoga and Mindfulness. And now another book she has published in March 2021, titled Miracles of Face Yoga. So she has earned a lot of appreciation and accolades from various state governments and conducted a number of sessions. And she has also worked with prominent gurus like Baba Ramdev and Sri Ravi Shankar. We welcome you, ma'am, and thank you so much for joining
Thank you so much. Really, thank you.
With these words, I invite Ms. Mansi Gulati to please take on the charge and move further with the session. Over to you, ma'am.
Thank you so much. Really, really, thank you so much. Good afternoon, everyone. Namaste and happy National Youth Day. Really, thank you for inviting me. Miracles of Face Yoga is one of my very close subject in my close book. I'm doing face yoga. I've started face yoga from age of 9, so it's been like more than 25 years. But please don't ask my age. So it's my practice. I always believe we should live, naturally, and I don't believe in cosmetic. I don't believe in surgery. It is all natural. So stay natural, stay healthy with yoga, with face yoga. So I'm just going to tell you about more about my book. With that, first, let us start our session. Join your hand, close your eyes, relax yourself. Inhale deeply, exhale, inhale, exhale. Let's evoke the energy with help of Omkar chant. Inhale. 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 Rub your palm. Keep it on your eyes. Keep it on your beautiful face. And release. Om is a beautiful mantra. We need to combine this three word properly. Uma. Om brings more clarity, positivity in our life. Face yoga is a combination of five things. Mantra, sound, very important. It makes us more positive. Second, exercises. Exercises, yoga. It's really good. It helps to increase blood circulation, reduce toxin, very good for reducing wrinkles and other benefit I'm going to tell you with our session. Third is breathing exercises. Breathing exercises are very important. Mind and body is connected with your breath. Breathing help you to expand your age. So breathing exercises are really important. Face yoga is a combination of massage. Massage are good for increasing blood circulation, stimulating your nervous system. So these are the five combination of face yoga: exercises, breathing exercises, mantra, massage, and acupressure. Acupressure for stimulating your nervous system. So let us start today's session. First exercise, we are going to start with breathing exercises. There is a quote, Swami Vivekananda: expansion is life, contraction is death. Love is life, and hatred is death. So expansion in breathing exercises, what we do, simple. We are going to learn simple kriya. In simple kriya, you are going to expand your chest and while exhaling, contract your stomach. So it's very simple. Same like the name simple. Keep your hand on your chest. You are just going to increase the speed of your breath while inhalation, exhalation. Inhalation, expand. Exhalation, contract your stomach. So while expand, more life. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, exhale, and release. Forget about other breathing exercises. The simple rule of breathing exercises: while inhalation, always expand, while exhalation, contract. It's very good for increasing your lung capacity too. One more time, just increase the speed of your breath while inhalation and exhalation. Keep your hand on your chest. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, exhale. सिंपल क्रिया, सिंपल योग. हमें सिर्फ अपनी सांसों की गति को बढ़ाना है while inhalation, exhalation. So breathing exercises करने से पहले कपालभाति, कपालभाति, अनुलोम विलोम, हमें सिंपल प्रिंसिपल पता रहना चाहिए. सो प्लीज़ इसको इस तरह से ज़रूर करिए, तभी आपको कपालभाति, अनुलोम विलोम सबका बेनिफिट पूरी तरह मिलेगा. और कोई भी योग क्रिया करते हैं, चाहे कोई भी आसन करते हैं, चाहे वो चेहरे का हो, चाहे वो बॉडी का हो, उसको 3 बार करना बहुत ही ज़रूरी है, तभी हमें उसका बेस्ट रिजल्ट मिलेगा. एंड बिलीव मी, यू आर गोइंग टू सी ह्यूज डिफरेंस विद फेस योगा एंड योगा. Yoga has changed my life. So I request you in today's session, please everyone be consistent, do yoga every day and stay more positive. Okay, so after this, let me teach you my favorite face kriya. This we call Kapal Dhoti kriya. Kapal means mukh, Dhoti means purification, face purification kriya. In this kriya, you are going to press your fingertips, acupressure. It helps to stimulate your nervous system. Inhale, fill your mouth with air. Exhale through your nose. We all can hold our breath for 10 seconds. It will allow more oxygen to get in. Very good for increasing blood circulation. So sometimes people, they get pimple, acne. I think this is the best kriya you can do to get rid of acne, pimple is Kapal Dhoti kriya. Principle, every exercise we have to perform for 3 times. So let us do one more time. Kapal Dhoti kriya. Fingertip. You're pressing your fingertip. Inhale. Fill your mouth with air. Hold. Look down. And relax. Release. Release your all pain and stress. Okay, now moving on to exercises. We all do yoga, but I'm going to teach you today my face yoga. So first exercise I'm going to teach you is for the plumpiness. Is for the plumpiness. The reason is that we eat a lot of saturated fat that contains sodium. Sodium attain water from body. So make sure you're drinking a lot of water, and this is the best exercise to control plumpiness. This we call balloon pose. In this exercise, inhale, fill your mouth with air. You're not holding your breath, just hold the pose. It's similar like your body, you're exercising your facial muscle. This will help to reduce the plumpiness, reduce the toxins from your face. Let's do this again. Inhale, fill your mouth with air. We have to do 3 times every asan 3 times for the better result. So, and just 7-8 days, you are going to see a beautiful result with face yoga. So, this is really good exercise for the plumpiness. Now, the dark circle. Everyone is facing dark circle. Maybe we all are working on screen, lot of stress. So, let me teach you the best exercise to control dark circle, and this is the best exercise for eyesight too. Hold here with middle finger, index finger, because it is connected with your brain and nervous system. Just hold here. Slightly stretch it down and look up.
उनका वीडियो अवेलेबल नहीं है
तो उसके बाद वो बोलेंगे कि लीगल एमआईएस में करंट लीगल एमआईएस कैसा है, मतलब इज इट मैचिंग और नॉट मैचिंग, वो भी एक इशू हो जाएगा।
मैडम का वीडियो ये हो गया है, डिस्कनेक्ट हो गया है।
करंट सीएल ट्रैकर दिखाओगे ना?
यस सर, यस सर।
पूछेंगे कि तुम्हारा करंट लीगल एमआईएस मैच कर रहा है कि नहीं कर रहा है ना? तो वहां पे भी इशू है कि ट्रैकर से एमआईएस को मैच करवाने का हुआ नहीं है।
Miss Mansi is there. Miss Mansi Gulati, ma'am.
आई थिंक डिस्कनेक्ट हो गई है वो।
Yeah, I would request my IT host Maksud sir to please make her join. And Chenji sir, if you can just please call
Yes,
her.
I'm doing that. Yes, sir.
हाँ, चल
In between, whose mic is unmute? Some voice is coming in between.
Okay, okay. She's coming back. Just a minute.
Okay.
Now it is okay?
Yes, yes, fine, ma'am.
I'm really sorry. Network issue. I'm really sorry. Okay. So eyes exercises are very important. So this exercise is really good. This we called VI pose. Middle finger, index finger, hold here. Slightly stretch it down and look up. So parallelly, you're stretching from both sides. This is really good exercise for strengthening your eye muscle too. And release. Relax yourself. Every exercise 3 times. Now we are going to do very good exercise. This exercise is to control stress. Everyone is facing a lot of stress nowadays in personal and professional life. And the quote Swami Vivekananda always says, faith in yourself. So faith can bring a lot of changes. So this exercise is really good. This is very good to reduce your stress and bring more positivity in our life. I did this asana in all prison of India, and 40% their life is transformed with this asana. So this is really good asana for de-stress you. This we call squeeze pose. Inhale, squeeze your face tightly for 10 seconds. And release. So all the 57 muscles will get contracted. It helps to increase blood circulation. So this is really good asana. This we call squeeze pose. Let's do this asana again. Inhale. Hold for 10 seconds. And release. We all are holding all unexpected stress. So this asana helps to release all the stress and make you more beautiful, glowing and radiant skin. This is really good asana. Okay, now one more asana we'll do. This is also a very good asana. This we call mindfulness pose. Mindfulness pose is really good pose. Just hold here, center of your forehead. This is excellent for migraine also. Now slightly stretch it down, close your eyes. With index finger, rotate your eyeball. And release. One more time, we'll do this asana. We need to hold here. This is very important acupressure point. Hold for 10 seconds. Swipe it gently. Close your eyes. With index finger, rotate your eyeball. Okay, relax. Now, just quick recap of all the exercises. Rest everything is mentioned in my book. The first asana we did today is the balloon pose. Inhale. Relax, release. Very good asana for your plumpy face. Now for your beautiful eyes, VI pose, hold. Slightly stretch it down, look up. Now to just release the stress, we'll do squeeze pose. Inhale. Face yoga is for sleep also, but please don't sleep here. This is very beautiful exercise for sleep also. Like people, they don't sleep. And this is really, you are going to sleep 7-8 hours if you're going to do it properly. So mindfulness pose, hold here. Press here. This is very important pressure. Swipe it gently. Close your eyes. With index finger, rotate your eyeball. And release. Now the last asana, anti-aging. Anti-aging. people, they spend a lot of money for anti-aging, for surgeries. Face yoga is something which is very natural. And this exercise is the best asana to control age also. So let me do this asana. This is a really good exercise for thyroid also. Thyroid gland is here, center of your neck. So this asana is really good. This we call lioness pose. Just keep your index finger here, center of your gland, center of your neck. Look up, pull your tongue out. And release. Press your gland. Do this exercise for 3 times. This is the best asana to control thyroid also. One more time, I'm going to teach you this asana. Thyroid gland is based here, center of your neck. Place your index finger, look up, very slowly, look up. Pull your tongue out. Press your gland. Relax, release. So these all asanas are really good. You're going to see huge difference with face yoga. 5 benefits I'm going to tell you about the face yoga. First, it helps to increase blood circulation. Second, it helps to reduce toxins. Third, it helps to reduce dark spot, blemishes. Fourth, it's anti-aging. And fifth, it is very good. It is excellent to control wrinkles. There are many benefits of doing yoga and face yoga. So I request you, please do face yoga. And with this, if possible, to follow diet also. My diet are very easy. After 5, please avoid oily food, junk food, and drink a lot of water. Your body is 72%, more than 72% is water only. So drink a lot of water. Every half an hour, half glass of water. So there's all the things we need to do. Hope you all enjoyed today's session and do face yoga. And I request you every day, just do face yoga. 7 days, you are going to see huge difference. And do, if anything, do share it with me. And if anything, you can ask me. And really, really thank you so much for having me here. Thank you.
Thank you so very much, Ms. Mansi, for gracing the occasion and sharing your rich knowledge about the face yoga and letting us know about the various ways to relax and to live a happier and healthier life. That's more important. And everybody is, in need of that today. One interesting question has come up for you in the question answer. I thought to take it in the end, but now since you're already into that, so some Kirothiga Raju has asked this question: is there any yoga to stop facial hair growth?
Yes, you can do this pose. Squeeze pose is a really good pose for increasing blood circulation, for reducing toxin. My request, today we just did 5 asanas. In my book, there are more than 40 asanas and there are 86 face yoga asanas. So just 3 or 4 asana every day in 7 days, you are going to see huge difference. Squeeze pose, balloon pose, and this V pose is also very good. Do this poses and see a good result.
Thank you so much for answering that question. And I would be requesting the participants, in case they have questions from Ms. Mansi, you may please type it in the chat box in question and answer. So we will take it up from Mansi towards the end of the session. Now moving further with our another guest, Ms. Aditi Shrivastava, who has joined us today. Ms. Aditi, she is a senior teacher of Transcendental Meditation with around 10 years of experience at various centers, educational institutions, and corporate enterprises like BHEL, WHO, Siemens, and so on. She's a master's in computer applications, and she did this training teaching course from the United States into Transcendental Meditation. Ms. Aditi has also contributed to the famous Speaking Tree column of the Times of India newspaper. And I was a fan of that, ma'am. Worked on books related to meditation and spoken at many conferences. She is currently leading the team of meditation teachers and managing the activities involved there in Pan India. She is also an advisor to the Science of Consciousness program. So it's so wonderful. Thank you so much, ma'am, for joining. Now I would give the mic to you. Over to you, ma'am.
Thank you so much, Silky ji, for the introduction. And it's very happy to be connected with all of you here, all the participants and everyone in the panel. Thank you for the invitation. So I will be talking about transcendental meditation, and just allow me to share my screen.
Yes.
So, yes. So before we talk about transcendental meditation, as we are all aware, we've been talking about Swami Vivekananda ji, and on today it's the special occasion of the Youth Day, and many of the teachings that come to life with transcendental meditation, Swami Vivekananda ji had been advocating the same. Like he said that always talk to yourself once a day, otherwise you may miss meeting an intelligent person. And as we learn about transcendental meditation, that and we'll see that transcendental meditation is one of the means how we can connect to ourselves. And there are so many aspects all around us, and we always want to gain more and more knowledge about all the different aspects. But the main thing that we have with ourselves, the knowledge of the self, being connected to ourself, is what we usually miss out on. And Swami Vivekananda ji also laid emphasis on the same, like, talking to yourself. And this is what transcendental meditation does. So moving ahead with my talk. So transcendental meditation is, or TM, is a very easy, very simple, natural meditation technique. Doesn't require any effort, no concentration, like we usually think about meditation. When we hear the word meditation, usually we think that it's about concentrating, it's about focusing, it's something which is difficult. But transcendental meditation is a very easy, very effortless meditation technique. And we all face so many different situations in the world today. We deal with stress, we deal with disease, with discord, insomnia, many mental and physical problems. So we'll see that how transcendental meditation is that solution. It's very easy and scientific technique for peace, well-being, and bliss. So what exactly is? It is an easy, effortless, and a scientifically verified technique for stress release, peace, health, happiness, and overall holistic development. Which is very important. Because like Mansi ji also mentioned in her session that like the yoga that she teaches is something very natural, and naturalness is the basis of effectiveness. That is what Maharishi Mahesh Yogi ji also said. And so this meditation is also completely natural. Now, what is it exactly? If we talk about ourselves, our mind, we have a lot of thoughts every day. We think so many things. There's a lot of activity in the mind. But when we experience transcendence through transcendental meditation, it is that same active mind which gains that settled state. It is that same mind which is so active on the surface. It is that same mind which settles down and gains that expanded status, which we call the self, or which we call the consciousness. For example, like a water body, in an ocean, there's so much dynamism with the waves. There's so much activity on the surface, but as we go to the deeper levels, it is that same ocean which is so settled, which is so silent. It's not a different ocean. It's the same ocean, but it is so settled at the bottom. And same is with us. There's a lot of dynamism, lot of activity on the surface level of the mind. But with this technique of meditation, with this technique of going inwards, what we experience is a settled state of the mind, which is nothing but our self, which is nothing but our consciousness. And this is what Swami Vivekananda ji also said, talking to yourself once a day. It is being connected to your own consciousness, your own self. And, the question comes how to do it, how to achieve this. Fine, we understand there is a self inside, but how do we reach that? How do we get to it? So transcendental meditation is a technique which opens the awareness to that infinite reservoir of energy, creativity, intelligence, which is deep within everyone. It's only about accessing it. It's only about making a channel so that it is accessible to us. A little more about TM, or transcendental meditation. Like I said, it's very easy and natural meditation technique. There is no effort required to practice it. There is no belief system involved. There is no concentration, no control of thoughts needed, which we usually feel is a restriction. Many people say, oh, we can't meditate, that we can't concentrate, or we can't control the thoughts. So, the way transcendental meditation is, we don't need to concentrate. And it's very practical. It's easy to follow. There are no lifestyle changes involved. If you're already doing something else or doing some other meditations, it's not that you have to give up those things, or it's nothing to do with religion, culture, your educational or professional backgrounds. So it's a very, very universal technique. And lastly, the important thing is that it is evidence-based. There are many scientific research studies done on transcendental meditation in top universities of the world. That you can think of, they have accredited the results of TM. And for the last 45 years, continuous research has been going on TM. And there are 700 plus published research papers in different universities. And over 10 million people practice TM all over the world. And these are from different countries, different religions, different backgrounds. It includes all age groups, from students to faculty, adults, everyone. So what I mean to say is that it's a very universal technique and very easy. And that is why it is so spread out. That is why it is so much available on the global platform, because it's very easy and practical to do. This is Maharishi Mahesh Yogi ji. He's the founder of Transcendental Meditation. So, briefly, we'll discuss about the scientific research studies done on TM. There are benefits in the area of health, increasing mental potential, relationships, even the society benefits as a whole. When transcendental meditation is practiced in groups, we can see that there's so much positivity that not just the individual, but also the environment, also the society gets benefited with the positivity. So increase in happiness hormones, and this is because the stress levels go down when we practice TM. The change in the stress hormones are there during the practice of TM, and we experience more happiness, more bliss, more peace in our day-to-day life, more harmony, and all of this very naturally. Because transcendental meditation is something which changes us from inside out. The change inside reflects outside. So less of depression, decreased depression. We all face a lot of challenges in our day-to-day life, a lot of stressful situations, and in some extreme cases, people may get into depression or frustration, and that could result or that could lead to more serious problems like psychosomatic diseases and so on. So transcendental meditation helps decrease depression, helps decrease stress levels. It's very good for nervous disorders, chronic disorders, even sleep disorders. Within a few days of learning transcendental meditation, people experience better quality sleep and less disturbance in their sleep. A lot of research has been done. I have just collected a few research studies. This particular one is done amongst teachers, and So the teachers, the perceived stress amongst teachers goes down. The burnout level, the emotional exhaustion that they face, that goes down. And there are similar studies done with many different people. This one is for teachers, but many different professions. We see that the stress levels are very high, like in case of doctors these days. So there's a research going on in NMIMS right now, which in which it is being measured that how transcendental meditation helps reduce the stress levels of the doctors and the caregiver staff. And similar researches are done for students, similar researches are done for many different people across the world. Improved mental health, less of depression, less of anxiety, insomnia, like I discussed. Even serious situations like PTSD, we have seen results that transcendental meditation helps people reduce those stress levels, even in case of PTSD. In different categories, like war veterans also, researches have been done. So there are a few more researches in the area of relationships, better work and personal relationships, because usually, people are stressed out. They are not able to give their maximum to relationships. Mercy gives this example of a light bulb. If a light bulb is there, but it has a layer of dust on top of it, whatever we do, the light will not be able to come with its full potential. All we have to do is remove that layer of dust. So it is like that stress which is deposited in our physiology, which prevents us from doing maximum for people around us, which prevents us from doing maximum, for our family, for our friends, or any relationships. And once we clear out that stress with the daily practice of meditation, we are able to shine with our true nature. We are able to shine with our full potential more and more. And this way, like I said, that it's the change is inside out. More memory, improvement in memory, both short-term and long-term memory, that can be seen. More focus, more ability to focus at the work at hand. That is what can be seen with transcendental meditation. And there are so many benefits, different benefits in all areas of life. Like we also see here, improved, more use of hidden brain reserves. We don't use a lot of our brain potential that is available for us at a given point of time. We use a very small portion of our brain. And with transcendental meditation, what happens is that, the stress, even from the brain, that stress reduces, and the functional holes which are created in the brain due to stress, those start to clear out. And more and more of the brain is available for us. More and more of the brain is available for use. It's just like that, we have a team working on a project, and they are all very good at what they do, but they lack coordination amongst them. They lack communication amongst them. Even though they are best at what they're doing, due to the lack of coordination, due to the lack of integration, the end result of the project is not that good what it could be. Similarly with our brain, sometimes due to stress, some areas of the brain become isolated and they're not able to communicate. We all know that different areas of the brain are responsible for different aspects. One side is more for the more creative aspect, one is for the analytical thing. But it's about the integrated brain functioning, which is what improves with transcendental meditation. Different areas of the brain are able to coordinate. Different areas of the brain are able to communicate with each other. And therefore, we are able to make more and more use of our brain potential. And here again, I'm reminded of this quote by Swami Vivekananda ji that, everything is inside you. You're able to do anything and everything. So, and I see that how with his teachings, we see that transcendental meditation, the practice can actually help us, live those teachings on a practical level, not just remember them as quotes or not just remember them as nice words, but we are able to live those things. So like he said, that everything is right within ourselves, and we have that ability to do everything and anything. Right? So coming on to more research, less anxiety, decreased anxiety, and there's a comparison with other techniques and other methods of meditation. Reduced blood pressure or normalizing of blood pressure, decreased medical expenses, because naturally, with TM, there's an orientation towards positivity, there's an orientation towards better health, because the body is less stressed. It's not carrying that burden of stress from day to day. We are able to remove that stress. So naturally, the medical expenses are less. It even helps us get better health habits, like addictions, reduce alcohol or drugs or cigarette smoking addictions. They naturally go away. So this was an overview of transcendental meditation, including some of the researches that are there. And I would like to summarize by saying that transcendental meditation is a very simple, natural, and completely effortless technique of meditation, and which helps us, live our life more in harmony, more in peace, in bliss. And it's like a tool which helps us reduce the day-to-day stresses that we have, because stresses are a barrier to everything. Stresses are a barrier. They do not allow us to perform with our full potential, whatever we would like to do in our life. Stresses are a barrier because they affect our mental and physical health. We may not recognize it immediately, but somewhere or the other, in some way or the other, stress keeps affecting us in our day-to-day life. So, we should adopt more and more natural methods to get rid of stresses, and transcendental meditation is one of them. So this was an overview of the talk of transcendental meditation. And if there are any questions or anything, you can take those.
Thank you so very much, Ms. Aditi, for being with us today and sharing your rich experience about transcendental meditation for work-life balance, for mental peace, and better health and harmony in life. What else is needed to live a peaceful life in today's VUCA world? So thank you so much for many of us, for introducing to this concept. And definitely now faculty members and students will be going on to the link that you have shared and knowing more about it, and will try to bring in their life. Thank you very much. Now let me please allow to share the screen. Aditi ma'am, I would request you to please unshare the screen.
Yes, sure.
Yeah.
And thank you so much for inviting me here. It has been an honor.
Thank you, ma'am. Now moving further for our another guest, Dr. Saurabh Chaturvedi. We thank Dr. Saurabh Chaturvedi for joining us, and let me take you all through his achievements and his profile. Dr. Saurabh Chaturvedi is PhD in law from Chaudhry Charan Singh University, Meerut. Before joining academia, Dr. Saurabh has served leading corporates for more than 9 years and was deputed in various countries. In legal academics, he served national law universities in Jodhpur and Patna, the University of Iringa in Tanzania, Ethiopian Civil Services College, Queensland State University, and Southampton University in UK. Dr. Saurabh also has authored 2 books and various Scopus indexed articles published in journals of international repute. Also, he has attended numerous conferences and seminars organized by international bodies in France, Belgium, England, Sweden, and India. Thank you so much, Dr. Saurabh, for your gracious presence in the event today and being with us. For the audience members, I think sir won't be able to take on the session due to his physical health constraints. But we are really honored, sir, and maybe some other time we would be able to take on session and would get to hear from you. Now, moving on to the next guest of the day, Ms. Monica Sharma, who is joining us twice in last few months. So we thank Monica ma'am, who is principal at DAV Public School, Pilakhua, Hapur, for joining with us for this event, along with her students. She is postgraduate and MPhil in English. She is passionate about teaching, and her priority is students' happiness and cultivate love for education. She started her career as English instructor in British School of Language and joined DAV Public School in 1998, wherein she was an English faculty head, and then she rose up to the great heights, and now she is principal. She believes in respect for the dignity of life and cherishing every individual to untap his or her potential. So as principal, she joined in February 2020, and she was bestowed with prestigious Dronacharya Award in 2019 and Award of Excellence in 2021 itself. So I would like to invite Ms. Monica ma'am to please address the gathering. Over to you, ma'am. Yes, Ms. Monica Sharma ma'am, I request you to please unmute your mic and address. Yeah.
Good evening, everyone, and it's a great honor and pleasure again, second time to be here. Thank you, Silky, for such a wonderful introduction of mine, and I was really looking forward to be part of this great event to share the platform with the eminent personality, means Mansi, Gulati, and Aditi, Shrivastava, and the students on this special occasion of the Youth Day and Swami Vivekananda's birth anniversary today. So it was a great pleasure to learn so many new things, like being into education. We have only been focusing on the marks or the evaluation method, and students are also, under that stress. But how beautifully Mansi has expressed that with effortlessly one can become beautiful, and because most of the youth today are digressed towards looking, we say that style icons. So how gracefully she has encouraged them to be regular with the yoga. And one thing I learned from her, to be regular. She always mentioned that repetition and practice will only make them look good. And thanks to Miss Aditi Shrivastava for sharing such beautiful talk on the Transcendental meditation, which has been a new topic for many of us. But again, if we go back to the things that what Swami Vivekananda has always been encouraging, to develop that youthful spirit. The age does not matter. What matters is the youthful spirit. And youthful spirit means courage and hope. Once you feel courageous from inside, so it is always going back to inwards. So I would just share one thought on it, like whatever is happening in your environment is your reflection. So work on your inner engineering and then see the difference, as told by the eminent speakers of today. So all the very best to all the people who are joining today, and let's be the transformative force in the society by being part of this talk today. And I hope that as I am encouraged to bring a change, add a change in my personal life, in my school, which will be creating a ripple effect in the society. So let's pray and hope that we will have a peaceful society and a good people with good mental health and enjoying life further in after this pandemic, we would say. Thank you once again to the MIT University, the eminent personalities here for inviting me today. Thank you so much.
Thank you so very much, ma'am, for gracing the occasion and finding out time to meet us again. And we would request you to, continue that. And such a wonderful panel. It was Dr. Hatash and Dr. Chiranji Lal sir. Such a great panel today we had of happy, peaceful people, and a lot of things to learn and imbibe in our personal life. So I would request everyone to please give a huge round of applause for all the beautiful ladies. And I'm so proud that I share the same gender. Yeah, and such a great inspiration for all the female students as well as for the male students on this day, National Youth Day of India. Now, I would like to have some question answers round. lot of students have asked questions from Mansi ma'am. So I would be taking on to that. Chat box has a disappear. Yeah, now I can see. Okay, so there is one student, Vidya Gautam. She's asking that is there any yoga to blacken the hair from root?
Wow.
Because once it is gray and then after that.
So it is only because of stress. I request you, we all are very beautiful, beautiful creature of God. Just maintain with natural thing and always stay natural. And please do take care of your diet also. Simple thing, after 5, stop eating oily food, junk food, drink lot of water. And the best thing for your hair is amla. If you can apply amla weekly once, it is excellent for hair thinning and very good for gray hairs too.
Thank you. Hope Ms. Vidya Gautam is able to find her answer. Moving on to the next question asked by our respected faculty, Dr. Shruti Tripathi ma'am from Amity 125 campus. She's asking, hello Mansi, will squeeze pose not bring more wrinkles?
No, no, it is all, like wild smile. We are creating a lot of stress here. So this will help to release all the stress. Your all muscle will get contracted. It helps to increase blood circulation. So squeeze pose is amazing pose. While doing this, inhale and release. We can feel the stress, we can feel all the stress is getting released, and this is really good for increasing blood circulation. I don't apply anything in my face, no cosmetic, nothing. It's only because of face yoga. So do poses, and my only request be, stay regular, be consistent with your practice.
A lot of companies are also losing the revenue, especially cosmetic companies during this lockdown. Already the sale is reduced and a lot of discounts are going on Nykaa for the females, and that motivates them to go and buy.
Honestly, I'm not against of cosmetic, but I still believe in natural things. So it's good to stay natural.
Great. So moving on to the next question. This question is to Miss Aditi Shrivastava ma'am. Richa Rawat, I think one of the students from DAV school is asking, how is TM different from other meditations and how can we learn it?
As far as the learning is concerned, so, learning TM is a course. It's like a course. So it takes 5 days to learn TM and about 1.5 hours to 2 hours time every day. So that is the process of learning, and I can share the number in the chat box. And if you're interested, you can contact that number and get the details of how to learn it and, all of that. And to the main part of the question, that there's so many different meditations, which she's right. There's so many different meditations and how TM is different. See, that this could be a topic on its own, that how TM is different than other meditations. But in short, one main reason is that it is easy. It doesn't require us to concentrate. That is the main difference between TM and other meditations. Because meditation, as soon as a person hears meditation, they are like, now we have to focus. Now we have to give up a lot of things, and especially the students, they are like, oh, meditation, we are not old. We don't want to meditate. So that is what is the main difference between TM and other meditations, that it is so easy, it is so effortless. And once the people start doing it, even students, enjoy it so much that they're able to make it a part of their life. The other difference is that it comes from a tradition of knowledge, like, from a tradition. It's not that I have made TM up, or, it's not that some individual has made it. So it has a legacy. It comes from that tradition, which makes it very authentic, which makes it, time tested. So that is the second difference. The third difference I would say is that it is verified on a scientific platform. I don't hesitate to say that it is one of the most researched meditation techniques of the world. So these are the main differences between TM. And of course, to answer in short.
Great. Thank you. Thank you, ma'am, for answering that question. Now, another question to Mansi, ma'am. Srinivas N is asking this question. Any yoga for nose in this Omicron pandemic? How can we prevent?
So honestly, do the breathing exercises. Breathing exercises are amazing. Simple Kriya. Start with simple Kriya. Increase the speed of your breath while inhalation, exhalation. Second, do Kapal Dhoti Kriya. Kapal Dhoti Kriya is really good for increasing your lung capacity too. And Kapal Bhati, shining Kriya. Kapal means skull, Bhati means shining. So Kapal Bhati is also amazing Kriya. My only request, whenever you're doing breathing exercises, do it properly and do it with me, which is always good. So do breathing exercises. Breathing exercises are good. And face yoga. 4 or 5 exercises is okay. Like every day, just spare 10 minutes, 15 minutes for face yoga and breathing exercises is okay for our day. That's all.
All right. Thank you so much, ma'am. That's all about the question answer round from our bright students who have joined from Amity as well as outside Amity. Now, before I request, and move, yes, please.
Good evening to one and all. I am Akshita Sharma from class 11D from LSD DAV Public School, Pilakwa. My question is from Mansi ma'am that what is the best time for practice face yoga?
Anytime, anywhere, we can do face yoga. Anytime, anywhere.
Yeah, but just don't do in front of your teacher during the class. You might get scolded. Okay.
We have one more question from
Yes.
Miss Dipshi Tomar. Dipshi, please ask the question.
Good evening, ma'am. Myself Diksha Tomar. I'm faculty of LSD Public School. My question was that does face yoga have any side effects?
Not at all. It's all natural. Yoga is a part, face yoga is a part of Ashtanga yoga only. So it's all natural. There are 4 disciplines, Yam, Niyam, Asan, Pranayama. This all we need to follow. Rest, everything is okay. No side effect. It's all natural.
Okay, thank you so much, ma'am.
A very good evening to one and all present here. I am Sakshi Rana from LST Devi Public School. Ma'am, my question is, can face yoga reduce the problem of double chin?
Of course, there are very good exercises. There are 11 exercises to control double chin. And with this, the first thing, water retention. It is also because of water retention. And the platysma muscle is there, which is connected with your chin and neck. Due to inactiveness of this muscle, we get double chin. So exercises are always best way. One exercise, which we did today also, lioness pose is amazing pose. While doing this pose, looking up, pull your tongue out, we can feel the stretch. So this is the best exercise to control double chin, and there are 11 exercises. You can also, there are a lot of videos in YouTube also. I have made a lot of videos are there. So please do the exercises 7 days, maximum 10 days. You are going to see best result with face yoga.
Thank you, ma'am.
One more question, ma'am. Last question that we will be taking now. She's asking how many days later, how many days later after normal delivery can I start doing yoga asanas?
Okay, like I request you, you can do the face yoga. There is no, while pregnancy or after, we can do face yoga. But other yoga, please do check with your doctor and just give rest to your body. At least 1 month, give rest to your body. Afterward, you can start.
There is one question for Aditi Shrivastava, madam. And that is there any specific timing for doing this TM?
I'm so sorry, sir. I can't hear you properly.
This is for Aditi, ma'am. One more question. That is for Aditi Shrivastava. Are you able to hear me?
Yes.
Dr. Chiranjilal, you are properly not audible. May I ask the question?
Yes.
No, somebody is asking about any proper timing, the timings for doing this TM. Are you able to hear me?
Yes, that question, Chiranjit sir, that question has already been answered, that anytime you can do the face yoga as told by Ms. Mansi. So there's no particular time, you can do it anytime. Any other question? So many enthusiastic students. Thank you so much for making this session so interactive and getting the best out of the available, galaxy of knowledge. of all three eminent ladies. So thank you so much, each one of you, for joining us and making this session so interesting. Now, before I request our esteemed leader, our Vice President, Mr. A.K. Chaudhary, sir, to please deliver a vote of thanks, let me share with you all that we are blessed to work under his kind guidance and leadership. Taking you through his brief profile, after completing from MBA and LLB, he also got UGC Research Fellowship and has got achievements in academic world. Then he joined in Bihar Public Service Commission and worked with prestigious Indian organization Tata Steel, which is well known for its best practices and IR practices, where he joined as personnel officer and rose up to the level of chief HR and IR. In November 2008, he joined Tata Power Dairy Distribution, and he is a recipient of numerous awards and honors for his exemplary performance. Best HR Leader by Times of India, Gold HR Leader Award by Green Tech, and HR Excellence Award are just a few to name those. With these words, I would be requesting Shri A.K. Chaudhary, sir, our Vice President, to please deliver a vote of thanks. Over to you, sir, please.
Silky ma'am, Mr. Chaudhary already been gone to VC office for an urgent meeting.
All right. I would be requesting you, yeah.
So may I request Dr. Chiranjit Lal for the vote of thanks?
Over to you, sir.
Dr. Chiranjit Lal ji, may I request to you for the vote of thanks?
Sure, sir, I'll do it. So, very good evening to all. It gives me immense pleasure to deliver vote of thanks with my colleague, senior colleague, Dr. Prof on this special occasion of National Youth Day celebration. Today we are celebrating the birth anniversary of Swami Vivekananda ji, and Aditi madam forgot that today is Mahotsav Jayanti also. So this is very pious occasion that we are celebrating two birth anniversaries. So this is also a tribute. This is tribute to both of them. So I'd like to thank Mansi madam for accepting our invitation and also delivering such a wonderful talk on our book Miracles of Face Yoga.
Thank you.
And live demonstration also to this unique concept of face yoga. I would also like to thank Aditi madam for sparing her valuable time on this special occasion and enlightening us about TM, which is known as Gulati also. And madam, I think forgot to mention that Mahotsav ji has written two books. That one is in Hindi and one is in English. That Science of Being and Art of Living, and another is Bhavati Dhyan. So next time, madam, you will come and also speak about these books also. I would also like to thank Professor Saurabh Chaturvedi sir for his kind presence and motivation. And also Monica Sharma ma'am, Principal, DAV Public School, Pilakhua, that she has joined us and with our students and students faculty also. Thank you so much, ma'am. But last but not the least, to our group Vice Chancellor sir, who is our patron in our all initiatives. And Registrar sir, Anil Kumar Chaudhary sir, Dean Academics Dhani sir, Dasi sir, Dean Academics Dasi sir, Dean Management and Administration Dhani sir, and other senior colleagues, faculty members, especially Silky Sharma ma'am, and all the faculty and staff. Thank you so much for attending this. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much, Chiranjit Lal sir and Dr. Avtar Singh sir for this wonderful vote of thanks and for being the primary organizer of this event and for the entire coordination. Thank you once again, all the guests. Thank you so much.
Here we have a good note for Mansi Gulati ji, Aditi Shrivastava ji, and Monica Sharma ji, and I would like to share the note with them. Today, myself, Dr. Chiranjit Lal and the senior colleagues were in a meeting, and we were planning the yoga session at the international level. So, in advance, I would like to welcome you and let us plan what can be. And I hope so the torchlight will be there as per the
Yes,
We are
they-
always there with the meeting.
Yes. Yes.
Always ready with the meeting.
And thank you each one on the behalf of
Thank
Group
you.
Vice Chancellors,
Thank you.
because of the right now the pandemic situation is going on.
We can understand.
So physical mode is not possible, but we would like to possible each and everything in a good manner. So thank you so much.
Thank you, sir. Thank you so
Thank
much.
you. Good
Very
evening,
thank you.
all.
Thank you.
Take
Good
care.
evening. Thank you.
Good evening, all.
Thank you.